Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Got Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you are on a good Sunday, wherever you are around the world. Hopefully, everyone's had a good weekend. And yes, we are here for some breaking news, big news concerning, of course, Wataru Endo. You guys might have seen, might not have seen. On social media. Again, it does look like Liverpool have rejected a bid from Marseille for the Japanese international. We're going to talk about it briefly as well, because again, we wasn't supposed to be live tonight, but the news did break about 20 minutes ago. So again, we want to know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know your guys' thoughts, reactions. Of course, if you're just hearing the news as well, then do let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below as well. But yes, Wataru Endo, that is the main talking point for tonight anyway. And again, like I said, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below as well. I'm quickly checking to see if there is anything else as well. No, there's not. But we'll just jump straight into it then, guys. As you can see on screen right now, Lewis Steele reporting as well, saying, believe Liverpool have rejected £11.8 million bid for Wataru Endo from Marseille. The club are in no rush to offload the Japan captain, but there are other clubs keen. Remains to be seen whether Roberto De Zerbi's side return with a second bid or second offer, I should say as well. Again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Of course, it is a big thing. Of course, obviously we've said, haven't we, the last couple of days, watching Liverpool. Again, Liverpool need to potentially look for a Wataru Endo replacement in that sense as well. But James Pearce as well, from The Athletic. Let me quickly get his post up as well. Of course, James Pearce as well, saying Liverpool have rejected an offer of 11.8 million from Marseille for the midfielder Wataru Endo, who is also attracting interest from a number of clubs in the obviously from the Bundesliga as well. So again, Marseille looks like, again, we'll speak a little bit on Marseille as well, but again, looks like a few Bundesliga clubs are also interested with Wataru Endo as well. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts if anyone's in here as well, because I know it's again, it's a reaction stream. Pretty much the news was broke. But yeah, no, it does look like, again, just quickly looking at a few other bits and pieces as well. If Endo leaves, he would need to be replaced, which is quite obvious. Look, we are short of a number 6 anyway. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. For me, if the right offer came in, again, we spoke there in terms of, again, 11.8 million. Of course, Liverpool were never going to accept that. Or I don't think they would accept anywhere near, again, what they paid for him, which I think, what was it, around £15 million or 15 million euros, I should say. We'd want more. In that sense, could you get that for a Wataru Endo? I'm not so sure. Of course, if you could get multiple clubs in the conversation for him, then of course you could definitely put clubs against each other in that sense. But again, I'm not so sure whether or not there would be multiple clubs interested in him as well. But Evening Adventure as well, hope you're doing well, mate. As well, yeah, quick stream. Again, we're going to be live for about half an hour, maybe a bit less, talking about the Endo stuff as well, which again, I think it's a real shock as well that it actually came in terms of the bid as well. Obviously, considering again, Marseille are the teams to ask for him as well. But let me quickly go up as well. So this was David Lynch's piece as well on Wataru Endo, saying Liverpool have turned down a €14 million bid from Marseille for Wataru Endo. A number of German clubs are also interested in the midfielder, and a higher offer could tempt the Reds to sell. I think that's a huge line in terms of, again, it would take just maybe a little bit more for Liverpool to potentially sell as well. And what I will quickly bring up as well is also Fabrizio Romano's tweet about the situation, because this is the main one for me where I am a bit puzzled by, if that makes sense. So Romano's tweeted, Let me quickly check. There we go. So this is from Fabrizio Romano saying Liverpool reject approach from Olympique Marseille for Endo before they signed Ismail Kone and Pierre Højbjerg. Obviously, talks around a 40 million euro bid, as James Pearce reported, but already collapsed weeks ago. Marseille focused on other signings and other positions. Now, there's been no talk or conversations about this in terms of social media. Romano hasn't said a word about Wataru Endo to Marseille or any linking him to the move. It's very strange it's coming out now. Why is it coming out now than what, a couple of weeks back? Again, if those talks have broken down a few weeks ago, why haven't we heard of the bid for the last 2-3 weeks potentially? Like that's the major gap in all of this is, again, why haven't we heard anything in that sense? For me, it could only suggest that there's maybe movement in the market potentially. Maybe Liverpool have looked at a number 6 that we're looking at. Again, I'll quickly get up a few other bits and pieces as well, but is it a case that Liverpool have found their number 6 and we're looking to move on with Wataru Endo potentially? Do we need to move Wataru Endo on? I don't think so personally. I think keeping him around for the squad is, it would benefit. Again, like I spoke about, I think it was last night, wasn't it, chat, about how you could rotate between a new number 6, Endo, and Stefan Bajcetic, with cup games, and how we probably predict Liverpool to be next season, or hoped Liverpool will be next season. We all hope that it'll be the case that we'll be in the latter stages of the Champions League, the latter stage of the FA Cup, League Cup, Premier League. Like, we want to be able to fight on all fronts, and having, again, the most, probably the best position in terms of the 6, it will be covered, the minutes will be covered throughout in that sense. But again, if Liverpool get the right deal and the right offer, then, Liverpool might be up to then sell in that case as well. Because again, if Liverpool get 20 million for Wataru Endo, I think they bite whoever's hand off of it. And I mean 20 million pounds, not euros. Anyway, that I would think so anyway. But no to selling Endo. We need to add a DM, not sell one. Bajcetic has been out for a year and can't be rushed back. Yeah, 100% agree with you on there. Venture as well. But yeah, I find the Romano report interesting, to say the least, personally. But again, I'm intrigued to see, maybe we might see a bit of movement now with the 6 market as well. But let me quickly get another piece as well from James Pearce, saying that Liverpool aren't actively looking to move Endo on. The timing of the bid from Marseille and the lack of market opportunity available in terms of recruiting a replacement, and the current need of Arne Slot's squad contributed to the offer being rejected. But again, I do find people like David Lynch's wording on it, again, if Liverpool got increased offer, they may well accept it. And again, why would they accept it? If the thought process is, well, we need Wataru Endo, then why would we be looking to move it on or move him on in that sense? And again, for me, if Liverpool got the opportunity to sell him, I think, again, he would never have been bought by Michael Edwards. I think that's quite clear now, or Richard Hughes. But he's still a very, very good player to keep around. And again, it would be, I think, risky for Liverpool to sell him and then look for a replacement if we were going to do that. And this is what doesn't make sense in terms of, again, Romano's reporting, in terms of, again, if this was weeks ago, why haven't we heard anything? Why are we only now hearing about this now? And again, it's obviously all come from the Liverpool side, but why? That is the big question. Why are we hearing about it now? Why aren't we hearing it, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, when this was being talked about, and when they, probably put the bid in for Wataru Endo? Because I think that's the big thing as well. for me personally. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments as well. But this is making zero sense. He would need to be instantly replaced as it's 20 days to go until Ipswich. Yeah, 100% agree, Doug. Again, it makes no sense for what we've seen so far from the reports and everything surrounding it as well. But I'm going to quickly get up if there is anything else on the Endo stuff. Let me quickly check there and see if there's any other bits of news for it. So where we go. Yeah, so Lewis Steele now, as I'll quickly cover from Anfield sector as well. So Lewis Steele said by here, Liverpool are not actively looking to move Endo on, especially until they sign a new midfielder. If they do, which again, that first reaction, if they do, reaction on Twitter, again, it is all that. But I think this is encouraging signs, I think, for Liverpool in terms of the sixth market, because why, again, why now? Why are Liverpool only now reporting on this? For me, it must be encouraging signs that maybe there is movement in the market, or there might be, again, there might be even more bids coming in for Wataru Endo. Again, the 40 million is probably the baseline, or the 40 million euros, I should say, is the baseline. And then we'll start to see now people potentially, again, there might be a few Bundesliga clubs that may take it up a bit more and see whether or not Liverpool are a bit reluctant to sell Wataru Endo. For me, it makes no sense to get rid of him now without a replacement in mind. And the only way we agree to sell him is if there is a replacement. If there isn't, then that's a big, big problem and a real worry. I think it's a wheel then. A real worry for Liverpool anyway. But Garrison Talio being thoughts Trey Noni can play in the six, or being one has created the Trey section. All the rest must train. Yeah, to be fair, Trey Noni, he can play alongside a six. He can't play six by himself. He's really good in a double pivot, but yeah, not as a lone six, I would say, Gary. Anyway, but big up DH as well, saying a sign LFC of a DM lined up. Yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I think it would scream that, to be fair, and it does. It screams that Liverpool have something in line. Again, nothing coming out about any player in particular, but again, you would think, Liverpool, James Pierce again says by here, let me quickly get that up. Yeah, if Endo leaves, he would need to be replaced, and that's obvious. Again, it's not. Again, Liverpool would need an instant replacement. It's not a factor of, oh yeah, we'll wait a couple of weeks, or we'll wait until we come back from America. No, Liverpool would have to be straight on it in terms of bringing in a DM. And again, does the reporting from this now mean that Liverpool have somebody in line? You're not so sure. Again, I can't sit here and go, oh yeah, Liverpool definitely have a number six in mind, and this is why we're trying to get rid of Wataru Endo. No, that's just not the case. But we also don't know the facts in that sense neither. We don't know, again, if another club now will come in for Endo, or again, this is just to see on a Marseille type of thing. Again, Fabrizio Romano saying that, again, he thinks, again, the talks are over and so on. But could it mean then, for example, that they could come back in later on in the window and try, if Liverpool do get a DM in, could they then come in later in the window and go, oh, could we get Wataru Endo at maybe 15 million euros, or try around 50 million pounds, for example, as well. I'd be really surprised if this is the end of the Endo story for now, but I would also not be surprised if we heard again that something was going to happen now with the sex market potentially for Liverpool as well anyway. But when I think Starwin will score 50 goals in the slot system, hopefully. I really hope. But again, if anyone watched the training videos today, again, that was really, really good. Again, Dominic Szoboszlai in a double pivot, which was very interesting to watch anyway. But we wasn't supposed to be live tonight. Again, we're gonna have a night off, but again, this was really, really breaking news, and I think a lot of people, straight, like when I saw it, I was like, oh Jesus Christ, like, what's going on? But yeah, so far, and just quickly looking in as well, there's nothing more on the Endo situation as of now, anyway. But if anyone's new coming in, anyway, we'll quickly get up Lewis Steele's post up again. Of course, you guys can see that again. Liverpool have rejected £11.8 million bids for Wataru Endo from Marseille. Of course, the club are in no rush to offload Endo, but there are other clubs keen. Remains to be seen whether Roberto De Zerbi side return for a second bid, which again we don't think so at the minute. But it is. I would also be keen as well to know what Bundesliga sides are after him, because again, it wouldn't be surprised if there were teams like Dortmund maybe looking at him. Again, Stuttgart potentially might be looking at him again. I don't think so, but again, there seems to be multiple Bundesliga clubs intrigued by him, which again is hopefully the start maybe of a bidding war in that sense. Again, maybe not, but again, it might backfire as well, because teams may look at it and go, oh well, if Liverpool are rejecting 14 million, then we're not going to maybe push on with it. We'll look at other targets around that price tag potentially as well. So it's a bit of mix and match. Do I see Wataru Endo leaving Liverpool? No, that would be my opinion. But again, if the price is right, I think that Liverpool would be interested in doing that. And as well, if they've got replacements in, I think Liverpool would also look at it as well, because again, Arne Slot has said he needs to watch players again during the games and of course in training, and maybe Wataru Endo isn't what Slot wants, and again that's completely fine. But it's also that sense of as well where we might just see again, if the right type of situation happens, then again Slot will get his wish in that sense as well. But Bean Cavallo isn't good enough for Liverpool. Sell him and Jota. Jesus Christ, Gary. I love Jota as well. But is it the Endo for Wataru as well? Pick up Dave. Hopefully doing well, mate. Haven't chatted in a while, so hopefully doing well, Dave, as well. But Justin as well, saying rejecting the bid means there is no DM being signed. True at the moment, but again, I would take it as encouraging signs more than anything. But again, it might mean absolutely nothing at the same time. But certainly, like again, what David Lynch said and what Lewis Steele said as well, if the bid was a bit more, Liverpool might have considered it, like, seriously. But again, we know Marseille won't come back in for him now because they've already signed 2 players to fill in that position. But it gives a baseline for other teams to look at and go, oh well, that's how much we have got to beat to even be in the conversation with Liverpool as well. So because again, Wataru Endo had a very, very decent season last year. It wasn't an awful season. It was a very, very good season, a season that he very much impressed a lot of us in that 6th position. And look, is it potentially somewhere where, again, of course, the 6 is a position that Liverpool want to improve on 100%. But it's like, as other reporters said, you got to get it right. You can't get this wrong again, like we've done in the past, and like what we've done throughout the weeks and the months as well, where Liverpool need to do better in the market and get it right. They need to sign an elite number 6 that's going to take us from where we are to fighting for the Premier League and Champions League. That's the aim. You look at City, you look at Arsenal, they've got those 2 positions nailed down. Same with Real Madrid with Tchouaméni, for example, as well. Like the top teams in Europe are set, apart from Liverpool in that position, and Liverpool need to get there. And again, hopefully they find somebody on the market that, again, a Slot might not know anything about, but hopefully the data screams at them that, again, they are the correct players to sign as well. But Liverpool still have players to come back. One thing Slot told Nunes, he is a striker. I think he was a striker anyway, Gary. To be fair, Anyway, but I'm just going to quickly check if there is any more on the breaking news. Let me quickly have a look if there is any more, because I don't think there is. Let me double check. Is that new? No. Quickly look at that as well. But yeah, no, it doesn't seem to be anything new on the Endo stuff. But for me, I would be intrigued to see what the teams are like, the teams that are interested in Endo as well, certainly from the Bundesliga. As well anyway, but again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below as well, because again, this might be a story that may continue over the next couple of days, and maybe we might hear some positive news in terms of the DM market and so on. But as of right now, Liverpool have rejected a 14 million euro bid for Wataru Endo, which again makes a lot more sense than accepting it realistically. And look, hopefully we will hear some more news. Again, I don't think anyone should be begging for Endo to be punted out of the club, because again, he's done really, really good for Liverpool over the last year since he's been at the club. But again, keeping him around I think is vital for the season, but also as well getting in a new DM. That's the main thing for us for next season, is to get a new DM in, and hopefully we do get that as well. But again, there's certain other reports as well that's come out. It's like, oh, if Liverpool do, then maybe we might. But again, I do think Liverpool will sign a new number 6 this season. I think that's a given if there's an opportunity somewhere. Go and bid 100 million for Tchouaméni and see what happens. Anyway, but I am going to leave it there for tonight, guys. Big thank you to all of you for tuning in for the quick stream as well. Again, we wasn't supposed to be live. Tomorrow will be, unless there's any other news that does come out, tomorrow will be FPL. If anyone is interested in joining fantasy football this year, we will be doing a show for that tomorrow. So again, make sure you hit the notification bell. We'll be tomorrow at 9. But yeah, make sure you hit the notification bell as well, guys. And yeah, if you guys, if anyone's interested, of course, then do let me know as well. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Anyway, but I'm going to leave it there for tonight anyway. But yeah, if you're new around here, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and all that good stuff as well. But yeah, Liverpool have rejected an 11.8 million pound bid for Wataru Endo, and we will just have to wait and see what happens in the near future. But I've been Connor from the COP Council. See you guys tomorrow. Ta-ra.